This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Khan just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
He still holds his breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leaked the running back out and sent him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That ball caught. It's chosen. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing now is Geno. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Smith. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Smith. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 22 yards. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the drive starts with a run from Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Chosen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Big play count here. It's 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. Boye Mafe providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the... Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that's going to be another 1st down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one 11 yards. 55 yards rushing for him now. And he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Walker once more. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the pass.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 42-yard line.
Now Tua. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, it's Smith.
Returning right back to Lockett.
Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
And now Smith going to change the play.
Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Dallas up the middle.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
53.
They snap it to Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 58. Hey, trio left.
Here's Smith. That is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now Myers for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Miami.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. 21G, 21G.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Tua now on first down.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Tua going to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Looking to pass. Tua.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
Seahawks 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st down, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, That's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Check 59, check 59, Cobra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now Geno. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
2 and now on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use. But we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 31, Seahawks 14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First down.
13 net.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lion.
Smith throwing again. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
14 yards. Complete to number 11.
To the air again, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Watch it, Oscar. Hey.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 37-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Go ahead. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Come on, right.
Now Tagovailoa. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
To throw is Tua. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Throw caught by Achane. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
21G, 21G.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On second down, Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Smith going to move him around. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Walker now on 1st and 10. Down to about the 32.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll try the air now with Smith. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Now it's Smith. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Mobility, a blessing and sometimes a curse, isn't it? Because those mobile quarterbacks, they tend to think that they can make a play all the time. When they get out of the pocket, instead of sometimes eating it or just throwing it away, they try and force things a little bit and they end up taking extra hits.
Yeah, paid a little bit of a price on that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down. 1st and goal. A chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Walker. And he will take this in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 66 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
53.
Throwing now is Geno. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
You still hold your breath when there's a defense with Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Trio left.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Geno. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
44. Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Running left is Walker. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip some.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
On second down, here's Smith. Now he steps away. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Check 59, cover.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Geno on first down. Going deep for Walker. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. There he goes right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third. And
it's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On second down, Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And no chance to get away, as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one, One of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Back to the air, Smith on second down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
From the gun on third down, Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision.